All forms of discrimination are wrong. If you don't like being oppressed, don't do it to others. You were born vegan. You just don't remember. Hello students! Welcome to class and welcome to TikTok today. Today we're looking at this song called Happy Vegan Pride Day. This is a song that I composed on November 1st, 2020, and right now it is on YouTube and it's also over on TikTok. So we're going to have a look at the lyrics here, and we're also going to be looking at the comment section here. And the first comment we see is, I'm bi, vegan, and no, just no. So do you really think this person is actually vegan? I doubt it. It's probably somebody who eats a lot of plants, but not ethically vegan, because there's no explanation here at all. You know, it would be actually interesting, wouldn't it, to go and click on the account of Liz. Let's see what happens when we click there. What do we get? Maybe I have to press on the, there she is. Okay, here's Liz, who is supposedly, the person is supposedly vegan, all right? So does it say it here? Nope, no sign of veganism. Do we see any talk about it? No, no sign of talking about the animals or veganism. And this person says that they're vegan. So this is a typical thing. A cat video, which is something that everybody posts. This is a typical thing that carnists do. They say that they're vegan and then they say no, just no, but they're not actually vegan. So let's go back and look at the actual video. So, boop. All right, so here's the song. If you want to hear a little bit of it, look at the lyrics.
We don't need no conversion therapy. We just need to live our ethical vegan lives openly. We're not too happy that our palates were raped when we were young and you shot to death on our plates. If we'd have known the violence this came from, we'd have said no way I'm consenting to that, 'cause I know right from wrong. Happy Vegan Pride Day. Happy Vegan Declaration Day. Thanks for the parade and for supporting us this way. Be kindly vegan. Thanks so much for the hugs and gifts. We love the veggies, fruits, nuts, seeds, and tofu. We love the party music, and that you're all becoming vegan too. You're gonna help us save the animals and the planet. Happy Vegan Pride Day to me and you.
All right, so that's the song. You've heard it. You've seen the lyrics. It's 1 minute long. And it's all about being proud to be vegan and to not be afraid to come out of the closet. In other words, don't be afraid about the word vegan. Don't be afraid to use it in a public setting. Don't be afraid to have shirts that say you're vegan. Be proud of it, because it means you're an animal defender. And that is something to be proud of. And I'm also stating here that it's not your fault that you became not vegan. It was when your parents shoved dead animals down your throat. But in fact, by the definition, you're still vegan if you are forced to eat foods that you didn't even know what they were. So if your parents shoved dead animals down your throat and you didn't know the difference between what a potato was, a carrot was, and what a dead animal was on your plate or that was on the spoon that your mother was giving you, that's not your fault. So by definition, you're still vegan. And this is what I'm trying to tell people in the song here, that in this case, the person's saying, we're not too happy that our palates were raped.
We're proud to announce we were born this way. We don't need no conversion therapy. We just need to live our ethical vegan lives openly. We're not too happy that our palates were raped when we were young and you shot to death on our plates. If we'd have known the violence this came from, we'd have said no way I'm consenting to that, 'cause I know right from wrong. Happy Vegan Pride Day. Happy Vegan Declaration Day. Thanks for the parade and for supporting us this way. Be kindly vegan. Thanks so much for the hugs and gifts. We love the veggies, fruits, nuts, seeds, and tofu. We love the party music, and that you're all becoming vegan too. You're gonna help us save the animals and the planet. Happy Vegan Pride Day to me and you.
So you can see that the song is a little bit tongue-in-cheek, because when people come out of the closet from the LGBTQ community, of which, by the way, I am a member, I am bi, that people are okay with celebrating that and they talk about it. There's a day where they celebrate in the streets. But if somebody ever comes out as vegan, of course, what happens to them is they are treated terribly. If they try to defend the animals, people try to attack them. In fact, when I came out of the closet as bi, nothing happened to me. It was completely uneventful. It was just no big deal whatsoever. But when I started to become an animal rights activist and defend all animals, the bees and the birds and the chickens and the pigs and the cows, that is when I received death threats, not before. So we're looking over here. We already looked at Liz's comment. We've established that she's not even vegan, so we can't really take that one seriously. And somebody else says, don't go vegan anymore and I'll pay you 100 euros, which is like saying, if you become racist, I will pay you money. That is what this person is essentially saying. They want you to be racist towards animals. How crazy is that? Now, why this comment isn't blocked by TikTok, I don't know. They seem to block all kinds of other things. I guess I could go ahead and block it myself. You see, I do have a button here. I could report it. I could delete it. But if I reported this, the people at TikTok, who are often themselves people who eat animals, will probably just say, well, the person did nothing wrong. I don't know, though. But I don't feel the need to block this comment because I think it speaks volumes on its own. It shows people how crazy it is, and it gives me an opportunity to talk about it here. So somebody says, that's kind of homophobic. You're comparing the LGBTQ to veganism. So I would like to invite you to tell me where in this song do I say anything against the LGBTQ community of which I'm part? Which words exactly? That's right. There are none. In no way is this song homophobic. This is, again, a person who is suffering from, sorry about my finger there. This person is suffering from cognitive dissonance. This person likes to think that they're a good person, and they like to think that they're not hurting anyone, but they know that I'm telling the truth, that they are paying for so much suffering, and it's completely needless. Are you going to make another clueless video on her? Hope you know the difference between comparing and equating, says Activist Dream. So Activist Dream understands that there is a difference between comparing and equating. You can compare anything, but saying that they're the same thing, that's different. So thank you to Activist Dream, who is here defending the animals. That's great. Somebody else here says, I'm lesbian and eating steak right now. So you can see that maybe the LGBTQ community is starting to feel pretty empowered, and maybe they don't need as much defending as they did 10, 20 years ago. I mean, this is a person who is apparently a lesbian, part of the community, and yet she hurts other females. Isn't that strange? When you eat a steak, you are paying somebody to manipulate a male. That means to masturbate him, force him to give his sperm. So this person here, Kokichi, or Kokiki, is somebody who is okay with the sexual assault of animals, forcing that sperm into a female. So this person who is a lesbian, who is probably somebody who complains and says that their group is oppressed, pays for the oppression of other beings. What else do we have? Let's look at the reply here. Wish I could be goth. Cows taste good. Okay. Yeah, but it's not about whether they taste good or not. I used to eat them as well, and I regret it because I realize now how much suffering they went through. It's not about your taste pleasure. Your taste pleasure is not more important than someone's life. And somebody else here says, did you know that McDonald's has a vegan burger? Fun fact, me and my friend tried it. So that's very great. I play Roblox. That's a nice way of saying that you're open. And somebody asked, was it good? So this is really good. And this person got 2 likes. I should give that a like too. And, congratulations to this person who called I Play Roblox. Now, it's possible that this person is vegan and just too afraid to come out of the closet as a vegan. Because as you know, vegan phobia exists. It's a horrible thing. It's as bad as racism and homophobia, and people treat you badly. In fact, I have had death threats about simply because I am vegan. Your song sounds great on mute. This is an old one. People say that all the time. It's not very unique. How about you comment about the lyrics? There, the lyrics are on mute. Why don't you comment about what's going on here in this song? This is a song about animal liberation, and it's also about human liberation. It is celebrating the liberation of everyone. It's not making fun of anybody, not the LGBTQ community, and definitely not the animals either. All right, what do we have here? So here's actually where I put a comment. It says, being vegan and LGBTQ are not the same. So I said, are you sure about that? nobody uses conversion therapy to make someone vegan. And I said, are you sure about that? You obviously haven't talked to the vegan teens I know whose parents are threatening to kick them out if they don't eat death. So this is what happens. When you have teenagers who want to be vegan and whose parents eat bacon and ham and all kinds of other animals that suffered tremendously in Holocaust-like conditions, and their child tries to be brave and speak out and say, you know, I don't want to hurt these animals. Sometimes the parents, if it's a father, I know that fathers have threatened to beat up the kid and say, if you don't eat the meat, you're going to get beat up or kicked out of the house. And the reason for that is because those parents are so ashamed that they are eating these animals that they want to silence their child. Instead, they should be so proud of their child. If you are a non-vegan parent right now and your child is trying to be vegan and your child tells you that they want to come out of the closet and be vegan and defend animals, you should be proud of them in the same way that you are proud of the LGBTQ community. Your child has finally realized that he or she was born vegan. And although you shove dead body parts down their throat, it is in a way forgivable if you didn't know. It is. I mean, I fed my own children meat, dairy, and eggs when I didn't clue in yet. But when you know better, you can do better, and then you can change and grow and be kind to the animals and not hurt them. Let's look over here for another comment. Here we have, it's extremely disrespectful to the LGBTQ community and rape victims. You shouldn't say those things. And my response to that is, the animals think it's disrespectful of you to pay people to stab them in the throat. So this person thinks it's disrespectful just to talk about defending the animals and sometimes and talk about these things. And I'm saying it's actually, this person, Arson, is again one of these people who's suffering from cognitive dissonance, who eats animals and is just getting 1 or 2 clicks here. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. And at first, many people are combative. This person says, I'm fuming, is so angry, but they're really only angry at themselves. They're embarrassed because they know that I am right, that it is wrong to hurt these innocent beings who've never done a single thing wrong to you just for taste pleasure, when you could easily go to the store and buy anything else. That's why this person is fuming. It has nothing to do with me. It's simply to do with themselves, realizing how they look, getting a glimpse of themselves in the mirror. Great, she's back. Someone get her off this app and put her in a nursing home or a mental hospital. So this person, again, doesn't talk about the issue at all, simply tries to engage in ad hominem attacks, which is a personal attack. There's lots of lyrics here that we could talk about. We could talk about how coming out of the closet is important as a vegan, to speak out, to defend the animals, and how you should be proud of yourself. And all parents should be proud of if their kids are telling them that they want to stop hurting animals. You should be really proud of your child for being vegan. And what else? So now, okay, you called coming out selfish, says somebody. Well, what I said is that coming out of the closet is a selfish act. You're doing it for yourself. Coming out of the closet as a vegan is for the animals. It's because you're telling people you are no longer going to hurt them, and you're trying to encourage other people to also defend them. Coming out of the closet, of course, if you're an LGBTQ, you should, because that's your authentic self, and it's great. If I had a friend who was a member of the LGBTQ, I'd of course want to know, because it's just like another thing, like knowing that they like pizza and maybe they don't like lasagna. I don't know. It's just, why not tell people? It's fine. But let's not pretend that it's an altruistic thing. However, being vegan it's about defending the innocent. That's what being vegan is about. So, sorry about my finger all the time. So I know I'm not making fun of the LGBTQ community. Again, I am a member of the LGBTQ community, and for years I fought here in Canada for the right of the LGBTQ to be able to marry and to be able to adopt children. So this is completely ridiculous. As a trans, no, just no, we don't claim you. We don't really care about your sexual orientation, actually. What we care about is that you stop hurting animals. You aren't oppressed if you're vegan. Queer people actually harmed by society. But yes, you are oppressed if you're vegan, and you can see by the vegan phobia in this comment section, and by the fact that people actually are very cruel to vegans, for vegan children. People shove bacon in their faces at school, and that's really rude and cruel and deliberately trying to hurt them because they know that they're sensitive and they care about the animals. Okay, and somebody says, get her out of here now. Well, again, this person, Nightshade, is feeling guilty, doesn't want to hear me talking about the animals. And what the fuck, it's vegan teacher, that's nothing. I'm speechless, and is tagging a friend. And then here somebody says, we aren't claiming it. Nobody should be claiming anybody else. We're all individuals here. Everyone is different. I found the vegan teacher. Okay, this is not my only issue with this, but Percy Pig don't deserve this. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Disrespectful, report. You would want to report somebody. This person wants to report somebody who's saying, don't hurt animals. How crazy is that? So if these were cats and dogs here, and I'm saying let's not hurt them, then would it be okay? Then would it be okay? Hey, Mr. Leave Me Alone. I guess you just want to report me because you just want me out of your face, because you want all vegans to stop talking because it makes you feel guilty, because you can't control yourself. Learn how to control yourself. Your taste buds are not more important than the animals' lives. No, I'm not mocking anybody. And here's somebody who is clearly gay and probably hates homophobia and yet engages in vegan phobia. Saying, chicken tastes good is like saying, oh, I like to hurt black people. That's the equivalent. You're saying you like to hurt chickens. We are here defending these chickens from harm. That's what we're doing. And you're saying this is like, it would be like somebody coming into a protest, which is trying to help defend dark-skinned people from racism, and you coming in there and saying that you want to harm them. You'd like to eat them. It is wrong what you're doing. If you are gay, you should understand the oppression is wrong, racism is wrong, homophobia is wrong, and coming here and being vegan phobic on a page to try to tell us that you like hurting the victims is also wrong. It's not the same. Girl LGBT is not the same to vegan people. Not sure what that means. This is so disrespectful. You don't need to come out to say you're vegan. Okay, so this is an integral part of who somebody is. So somebody's vegan. It is essentially a moral baseline. You're saying, no, keep that to yourself. But hey, all the LGBTQIA should come out. But if you're vegan, no, shh, don't tell anybody. Keep it to yourself. Don't talk about saving the animals. Don't talk about saving the billions of animals who are stuck in Holocaust-like conditions right now around the world, being put into gas chambers. Shh, don't tell anybody that. In fact, it's the opposite. You should absolutely tell everybody that you're vegan, and you should encourage the world to be vegan, and you should use the word with pride. That's taunting the LGBTQ. You might say that, but then again, I speak to everyone in the same way. I tell everybody not to hurt animals. This is so homophobic, says somebody. No, it's not. Why are you doing this? I'm gypsy. Many people are racist. Racism is wrong. And somebody's saying, how dare you disrespect my community? So we have a lot of different comments here. And there's no reason for them to be cruel. It's absolutely the right thing to do to defend animals. So thank you everybody for being here and reading these comments with me. Thank you for being vegan, and thank you very much for listening to this song. If you have any comments, that would be interesting to listen to. And coming up on screen are going to be a bunch of other videos. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to, and look at the other videos. And thank you for subscribing and pressing the notification bell if you want to help us get the animals out of hell. So thank you very much. See you all in the next video. Bye for now.